Hello, Goblin lovers. Where are we? There we go. We've got I played a few leagues yesterday, a couple of with a more traditional list that I agreed to twice, mostly to my mistakes. But then I tried this and I managed to 5-0 for some reason. I'm not extremely happy with this yet, but I think it has something. So yeah, main deck, different things I'm trying. I have the one main deck Darkfire. This allows me to buy some time against creature decks. It allows me to have like a more efficient answer to a Plane Engineers game 1 that control players and other players are playing. And it's a Goblin, so I make the main deck more consistent, I think. I'm with 2 Piledrivers, which I kind of play 2, yeah. I was really liking 3, but just trying to find a slot for all the big creatures, which is very hard thing to do. 3 slots still the same. I'm really liking the 2 Gempalms. So with Darkfire, 2 Gempalms, 2 Experts, 2 Cratermakers, I have quite a lot of removal, which I like, plus Pashalik Mons and Chainwhirler. But the second Gempalm Incinerator has actually been very good. I like not having to search for it all the time, and against creature decks, I'm constantly just tutoring for it, instead of Ringleader hoping to draw a removal spell, because the draw aspect is just so much more relevant. Here, it's something I don't really like, is just having the 1 sling, but I want to try both Settler and Kiki-Jiki a bit more. So I'm down to 1 sling. I could see myself cutting a Muxus for a second sling, but I would definitely want to add the Muxus to the sideboard if I do that. So I'm just gonna play with this one more time and see how punishing this is. Like, because even this, like, this is 8 creatures with converted mana cost 4 or more. What Eli's playing, for instance, it has 7. It has 1 more Sling-Gang here. And what because it's playing has 9, which seems like quite a lot for me. Like, just for comparison, like if you get a list that you used to play like before Muxus was a thing, like it played very lean curve, like 10, 10, 10, and just 7 4-drops, not even like a 5 or 6 drops. And just adding like 1 Skirk Prospector doesn't make the thing like the most. Hello, how's it going? Thank you for following. Sweet. Yeah, it doesn't make the most consistent thing ever. So going from like 10, 10, 10, 7 to 10, 7, so 7 2-drops, and like lose 3 2-drops, and you gain 2 4+ drops. You gain like 2 6-drops and a 5-drop. Like it's hard on the deck. So I've been lucky last league that I did not wasn't mana screwed, but I can see that happening very easily. But still, I want to try both Kiki-Jiki and Settler more and see if I want to keep one of them. I can very easily see this Kiki just becoming a Sling-Gang, and that helps with the curve a little bit. But I did like Kiki-Jiki. He showed up like 3 times so far, and 1 was to be fodder for Pyrokinesis. The sideboard, I have the turn 0 interactions in this 6 cards, which I really like. Then the other 2 offs are Relic of Progenitus. There's a load of 2 offs. I'm up to 2 Blood Moons, which I'm really enjoying, and the Trashmaster that's missing from the main, which I hope I don't miss much, but there we are. 1 Caracas and 1 Nido. But yeah, that's... Yeah, let's just give this a try. Again. Ooh, it's coming. 1 day, 4 hours. Starts at 4 o'clock here. Should be fine. Trophy, easy lie, yeah. Okay. Leave this on the deck list because I haven't set any controls for you guys to see. This should be alright, yeah. Oh, the 4 drops. Got a big delay again. I don't know how to fix this delays. There we are. I like seeing the old lists and see like how we would build towards them, and maybe they had something to help you construct like newer ones, even though like the deck may be outdated. Like I enjoy playing with the classic Piledriver, like the good old Steve 4 Piledriver decks. 4 Piledrivers, 4 Warchiefs. This used to be very good. Now I don't know if it's doing it anymore. I could see myself trying another one of these. It's much more leaner. I would have to find a slot for at least 1 Muxus, but it would be an interesting thing. So Settler worked in the past really not particularly in love with this, but I think I'm gonna keep. If they counter my Vial or discard it, I have a couple of turns, like if the Wasteland is on, to Wasteland them and draw a red source afterwards. So yeah, I like the Settlers in the builds that I play, like this one. Okay, the game start. That has like fast mana, like with Moxes and Ancient Tombs and all. I haven't played much with it in a classic build, so that's pretty much what I'm trying to see. The decks are playing a lot more basic lands now, and also we are back on 4 ways, 4 ports, which have been really good. So that supplements this strategy quite well. So the old debate. I do think I still go Vial. And I think I go Wasteland Vial, because if they force the Vial and then play a duel, I want to be able to waste and play Lackey. And if I play Cavern and they force this and they waste my Cavern, I have no place. Oh my god, how do I get rid of spammers? I don't even know. No Days Fear. No. Not from a basic. Okay, Blue-Red Delver. Not from a basic island, I meant to say. So they're gonna cast another Sprite Dragon. Okay, so I can... I'm assuming they don't have another red mana, because they used a Polluted Delta to fetch a duel. If they had a red mana source, they would probably play a basic mountain if they could. So I'm just gonna cast my Lackey and board. I would really like to have 3 mana next turn to be able to Cratermaker, but if we are starting contest, they have just 2 cards in hand. I can board them the following turn, and then I have 2 draw steps to draw another land and be able to Cratermaker that Sprite Dragon. So I like that plan. You waste first so they don't daze your uncounterable Lackey just to get their Volcanic back in hand, so you wouldn't be able to Wasteland it. If they miss on land drops, that would be amazing. They have a cantrip, okay. They did not shuffle in the first one. So I'm hoping here they don't have either red source or boat. Okay, they have both. They have both. All right. So instead of boarding now, I'm gonna play the Cratermaker because this became. They have both. Because this became a race. I'd love to draw more lands. All right. But yeah, and also Cratermaker, a single Cratermaker cannot kill that. So I'm gonna need board presence to be able to kill that with another card. Do I fetch now? I don't think I fetch unless I have to. Like if I draw land that are not fetches, I'd rather cast those. I play those. I did because of their fetch and their few amount of cards in hand. And I was hoping they didn't either have a second red mana source, or if they had a mana source, the red mana source, that they didn't have a bolt for my Lackey. And they happen to have both in 3 cards, so it happens. If they don't waste me, I'm going to Matron for Expert. Oh, that is a bit late now. So yeah, I think I attack and then Matron for Expert next turn. I can do 3, 4, 5 damage to that. So hopefully that's good enough. If it's not, I can, I don't know, do something else. So yeah, I could play Vial and port them. So I play Vial and port, I go to 12. They attack me, I go to 9. Vial goes to 1. And that's being not very good actually. I probably go to 8 and the dragon grows. Vial goes to 1. And then I don't actually know if Vial is useful or not at this point, if they have like a 4/4 dragon. And I'm at 8. So I think I'd rather have the Matron and play with the Expert in my hand. If I had another land, this decision might be different. Because I knew I could cast Sling-Gang just to survive, and then if I have Sling in play, they probably use a removal spell with Sling-Gang. Okay, Brainstorm is terrible for me. If I can escape another removal spell from them, or double spell from them, that Sprite Dragon should die. Oh, shite. Yeah, that screwed over my plans as well. So, maybe that. Yeah, that made my plan so much worse now. I guess I was successful to too many things. So that is at 4, even without the... Oh shit, that did a flip. Yeah, maybe I should have left the creatures to block. So many problems here. I draw Lackey. Lackey not via this in yet. Ah, this was terrible. This was just terrible. Okay. Could have had very well 2 without the Matron in play. If I had a Vial at 2 without the Matron in play, just this 2 lands. I guess instead of porting, then I just played a second Cratermaker. Yeah, okay. I think that was the correct playlist turn. It opens to another counterspell, but I don't think I really care about that. So I have these 4 bad boys, and they have mana denial and all. These guys can come out. Yeah, so that turn, instead of casting the Matron, cast Vial and Prospector. And Cratermaker. Don't really like this, but so then when Vial is at 2, I have 2 Cratermakers in play. Can Vial in Expert. Hopefully that does something. I don't think I cast anything. If they destroy Vial, I can get Lucky in. And I can also play Cratermaker and activate it. Love to see it. You're gonna need to like a Matron or something in this game. Or Grenzo. Grenzo is really good in this matchup because all their deck is like, if you take out the counter spells, it's creatures, cantrips, or removal, which all of the cards are really good. Depending on what they do, and if the Delver that doesn't flip the following turn as well. I could just kill it with Chainwhirler, which is great. I'm wondering if I waste their waste. I'm tempted to. They could have a dismember, so if I'm going to, I should have done it previous turn. It's just because lack of a true name, I think. With Vial surviving, I think I do. Well, no, it doesn't matter. I can draw a card at least. They wasted my waste, so that takes away from my decision. I could float mana for Cratermaker, but I don't think I want to do that. Okay, now I want to kill that to have my Warchief down. But I think I use Expert because that leaves the body in play. I don't think I have to play this Wasteland now. Kinda don't like using Expert like this. I like killing a Delver that is basically not doing anything, while I have a Vial going down to 3 that might be able to destroy it. I could cast Wasteland and Cratermaker. If they do destroy Vial, I think I go all in, but I don't think we're in a situation that we have to. To play a Pyromancer or Sprite, I can kill them with Chainwhirler. That's going to be great. Okay, they did kill it. So it's 2 damage now, or more likely 2 damage later. If they daze, they still take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I have 5, 6, 7 on board afterwards. 5, 13, that's 2 turn clock. And they're going to have 1 land in play. If they don't daze, we can have a removal for something. I think we're good either way. Okay. I'm gonna drop this Great Impetus Whirler, even though it's good against loads of their cards, like to drop it afterwards. I have a removal now in form of Cratermaker in play, and I want the extra pressure. Whew, thanks. I don't know how happy I am with how I'm playing these 2 games, to be honest. Definitely not happy with the first one. That Matron play was a mistake. You're right, like Vial. I was focused on the port and missed the Vial Cratermaker play. So they have like Bolt plus Delver. I think it's the worst case right now. I mean, apart from like Pyroclasm or something along those lines. But they don't play that. They play, I think that was 1 damage to other creatures, I think. That's still 7 damage going to them. So they'll be at 4 and have to... Yeah. And then a blocker? No. Cool. You go at 4. 2. Amazing. Okay. Don't think I've changed anything. I do like Prospector because they play Wastelands and Dazes. And I want to keep up usually like Power Blast or Gempalm Prospector is really good. Just don't see myself cutting any of the other cards. Lackey is way less likely to connect, but I still think it's very powerful. Even like eating a turn 1 removal, it's okay, because then they don't remove my Grenzo or Warchief, hopefully. Maybe Prospector is just better. Yeah, I think I'm selling myself on getting a Prospector. It filters mana for Tarfire as well. And Chainwhirler. Do I have, excuse me, I'm sorry I keep flicking screens, blue-red over. This is an old list. It cuts more Lackeys than Prospector. And I've done this. So maybe Old Me thought that Prospector was better. I think even in the draw. Okay. Maybe it can help me ramp up to that Muxus or whatever that might win the game. This is not great. But with this Pyrokinesis, I think I'm gonna keep this. Like, I just want to draw lands now. And I have a big question is whether I cast this Vial on one or not. Especially because Port is such a good follow-up to it. Oh, thank you, Nathan. Thanks for following. I'll be streaming more Goblins. I'm looking to play this. Maybe I'll change 1 or 2 cards for tomorrow, but I'm playing the challenge tomorrow as well. So that's like one of the last testings I have for it. And then I'll have a chat with Eli later on as well. See his points. I know that he does not like this list, but I like to try it. They do not shuffle. We were all small in the beginning, too. Now, can I afford to play around days? If I play now, I play around it the whole game. I think if I lose this Vial, it might not be the end of the world. But then again, it might. I would love to have like a Pyroblast. They kept a hand with no threat. Oh, I hate these decisions. Like not playing for a very long time and now like playing. I'm gonna play Vial. If I play Vial and they daze, I can. Okay, they have Force, so I'm happier with playing it. Yeah, I was thinking like the worst thing that they can do next turn if they daze is Delver, and then I can Port. Delver doesn't really matter. Okay, they got a Waste. That's annoying. They didn't have daze, so I'm tempted to try and expert that. That would lose me my next mana. And they probably don't have daze now as well because they pondered and kept, right? Yeah, so they will probably keep daze in their hand. Alternatively, I just play Lackey, and that is just terrible if Delver flips and they bolt it. Because then Expert cannot kill it anymore. I don't know, I'm very, very tempted to go Expert, but I think that the Pyrokinesis give me some insurance. No, I don't think they would play the red mana source because they don't want me to waste the red mana source. If they don't have a play that they have to do that turn. Especially if they're land light. Also, they may have like Volcanic True Name. That would be terrible. Okay. So this expert is being cast now. I don't feel like I should be porting. Wow. Okay. They still don't have days. They may have both, but I don't really care. There's not much I can do about it. I'm gonna go to 2 lands after this. So I am actually tempted to just like grabbing a basic mountain and matroning. Because they don't have days again. And I didn't draw a land. I can matron for Gempalm. I do not have basic swamp. No, that's just terrible. Like playing 4 ports and 4 wastes. And this doesn't fetch a basic swamp as well. But fuck, this is really hard decision. Well, I think everything starts with fetching. And I'm very, very tempted to go mountain into matron. Grabbing Gempalm. And passing, because I don't think that Delver is going to kill me. If they play another easy to kill threat, I can Pyrokinesis it. And I'm 100% sure they have a boat. I want to draw like a cavern. I want to draw. And now, do I attack with Lackey? I think I do actually, because they might have like a fork boat. Maybe I should have, yeah, I should have attacked first though, before making this line, so that was a mistake. Because I attack first, they have no idea what's going on. This is to mitigate forked bolt or something. Blazing Shark Volley? I don't know, the volley card that deals 1 damage to all my creatures. Alright. Now they can waste me. I have a card draw. I never get wasting in the opponent's end step. It's like, you can look at your card first. Maybe you want to use that mana. You change your mind. Seriously? Okay. I feel like they have like just the 1 threat. No, they have the big one, yeah. So I like now I can Pyrokinesis this and Psycho Gempalm for a land if I don't find it. Okay, I got a land. So I don't need Psycho, but I do need to kill this. So what do I remove becomes a question. Because I can save an expert for like a Sprite Dragon or a Delver. Therefore, if I kill it, they can cast another one, which is scary. I think I'm actually gonna I'm gonna remove the Gempalm, unfortunately. Yeah, because that really needs to die, doesn't it? If they have another one, I'll pitch the expert. They have force, they got 0 cards, and I Pyrokinesis it again. And hopefully this Ringleader can get me back into the game. Game's hard. Okay. Them play lens is good because it means they have less cards in hand. I'm more scared when they have more cards in hand. I'm 99% sure they do not have a Daze. Do I want to fetch blah? Let's fetch first now. I'm gonna cast Ringleader. Just don't know if I want a black because this is a prime, like I can remove 2 Pyrokinesis. And I have 2 more black cards in my deck. So if they have a waste, they can waste my Ringleader. Okay, cool. Alright. 3 lands and a vial. Okay. So that was my comeback play. Didn't work the way I wanted. So now I'm a bit scared. And one of the 2 black cards that I have in the deck, now I only have 1. I don't think I waste because I may draw more Ringleaders or, you know, things I want to cast. Maybe they draw a Daze now. Oh, that a Pyroblast would have been. I would snap Pyroblast in that Brainstorm. Happy I didn't waste their fetch in response to Brainstorm, because sometimes you do that so they get locked. But not when you really want the mana. So do I care more about free life on them or on me? I go to 15, they go to 10. Yeah. They go to 8 because they have to double fetch. Yeah. Okay, they didn't. Alright, so good thing I did. Now, black mana means I can cast this. I do not think I played a black mana though, because they may just waste it. Okay. So they can have a lightning bolt. But I don't think it's the end of the world if they do. It isn't my turn. Not gonna Paraconize this if they do anything. Okay. They knew their top. I think they did. Maybe I should have cast Badlands. Because if they forced... I think I should have cast Badlands. That was bad. Yeah. Because if they forced, I'm like, okay. I could just expert the following turn. But now if they waste my Cavern, yeah. So that's what's going to happen. That's a bit more annoying. Oh, they're not going to. Free. You can get a Warchief and swing for 4. But I think I just get a Ringleader, to be honest. I'm gonna... They mustn't have a counter spell then, because they let the Cavern live. So I think they only have like removal spells. Yeah, I'm gonna try and trust the Ringleader again next turn. Play the Badlands. I think I do now, because if I draw... If I draw another land, I may want to cast it. If they have 2 Wastelands, I think it's fine as well. Because I can just... Yeah, this expert can be removed to Pyrokinesis. I could just Warchief, but I don't think that's correct. Alright. So second Ringleader, a little bit better. And now if they don't waste me, I can Warchief and like cast a Grenzo or Expert or whatever. Dumbo, okay. I think I like Warchief Grenzo still. They must have a boat, but I get Matron for a Piledriver, but I want to save my Matron. Yeah. I'm gonna save I can even get a Starfire with the Matron. Okay, cool. Woo! That was fun. I'm just gonna pee. I'll be right back. Alright. Okay. Those are really fun games. I think I could have gotten them all if I played correctly. Okay, so it's not this list. So this is what we're doing. Okay. Or not okay. Or okay. Alright. Now, if this Badlands was a mountain, I would be much happier with this hand. Do have a couple of turns to draw land, I think. This is not a coward stream. On the draw, I would ship this instantly. The chat has like because the video has like a big delay. So it's hard like to see the messages or wait for the messages and what you do, but yeah, it was a keep. I was very worried about like force plus waste. That didn't happen, so now Dotsies. No fatal push. Yay! Yay. There goes Ringleader number 1. That means this second Lackey is going to be cast, most likely. Strong, says, yeah, it's 100% it's going to be cast. I don't have to do anything else now. Let's get that Muxus in hand. I'm gonna play Lackey and Prospector, and I'm gonna get hemmed. I think that's what's happening. And then I get Plague Engineered. Okay. Ooh, the good old upkeep. Crack my fetch. And protect me. And by the power of knowing stuff. What would they name? They should name Matron, which is usually like the 4-0. Top deck Muxus or top deck Matron, so because you can go like Matron fight Muxus, because there are 2 Lackeys now in play. Settler would also be alright. Kiki-Jiki would be like. So now I think like those cards are cool for situations like this. If I draw Grenzo, I think I would play it instead of bringing it down with the Lackeys. Muxus, okay. Now I draw the Muxus, and now it's gonna be funny. No, it's not. This is frustrating. Yeah. So now I just put the Warchief in play and pass the turn. Because if they Plague Engineer, I can still kill it. I don't even have lethal next turn. This is just embarrassing. Dark Ritual. Doomsday. Alright. So that's a thing. Let's hope for a... Oh, they cannot have a post-turn pile. And they have to... They have to draw all their deck before winning. Which I think they can. Yeah, they definitely can. They had a lot of cards in hand. This was a disappointing loss, just like not drawing any of your dudes. Name the wrong card. Alright. 0 cards in the deck. Okay. Oh god, I really don't like this matchup. So all these cards definitely come in. What was I doing against Doomsday? So I was leaving vials on. Eli said taking out vial was probably the right thing to do. Let's go with that. Then experts, Ringleader, Tart Fire. I mean, I think I'm okay with this because Nido can also just name like Street Drive, and hopefully that can do something. Because I don't think the cards I'm taking out like actually do much. And then it's like, do I want Blood Moon or Progenitus? I don't think so. It says I do here. But I don't know how I trust Old Me. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. I don't think I want Blood Moons. Okay. Let's see what this can do now. Okay, I'm gonna keep this. I played a turn 1 Lackey from Cavern. It's really good. I can. Then I think about what happens. What happens? Because I kept, because Grinzo is actually really good against him. If it exiles like a key combo piece, like 1 LED or the 1 Oracle, it's game over. And then it can also exile cantrips, or even better, discard spells. This looks a bit too loud. The jig is up. So if they take the Ringleader here, so I think they'll take the Pyroblast, to be honest. Guess it depends on what they have, but it's the only piece of like real interaction. They do that, play Grenzo, attack, drop Ringleader, and see how that goes. If they take Grenzo, I can keep Pyroblast up and drop Ringleader. If they take Ringleader, They think Ringleader is the most interesting scenario because I kind of want to keep the Power Blast up. So I may just drop Grenzo from Lackey if they take Ringleader and they draw like a useless card. Though the Grenzo hits are valuable. I think being able to cast a Power Blast is valuable as well. So they've done that. So that makes my life harder. Draw a Wasteland would be annoying, to be honest. Yeah, I think I keep the Power Blast up. Get fetched now. Yeah. Otherwise I don't have a window to fetch. Still sounds loud, no? At least for me. I've noticed that my clicking is loud, like if I click with the mouse. I should probably get another mouse. Because this can be annoying. Okay, so I'll just Power Blast whatever they cast, to be honest. I don't really care. Do you have like a decay? No? Oh, predict again? Alright. What do you have? Again, I think they should name Matron. But who's me? Cavern of Souls again. And they name Muxes again. It's funny. Neat. So I'm gonna play the Fetchland first because I may get a Brainstorm. So come on, I'll Brainstorm into Muxus or Sling-Gang or something. Hard decisions, hard decisions. Do you let it? There we go. Always click on the Lackey first, so you get the Grenzo triggers. Oh, I can cast Doomsday. And Days. Not that I think that I'm going to cast any of these. I mean, casting Doomsday, my life doesn't really matter. Oh no, but I want a Power Blast mana, so yeah. Because Doomsday might just like ensure next turn win. I can just stack my deck. Also, they can have Days. yeah, getting like even like a discard spell would be really good. Jesus, it is so loud, isn't it? Alright. And they're gonna have it, because why not? Oh, just hit really bad things. Oh, one abuse. Okay. Why is it so loud? I can kill the Strix if I get a top deck, something good. Or I can just attack, they block this, they take 5. It's funny that Blood Moon would actually be good. If I kill the Strix, I lose one of those cards, which I don't really want to do. I think I cast Prospector and sacrifice it for mana. I don't want to lose any of these cards. Don't really care about Lackey. But it's another Grenzo trigger, because I was thinking I can sack that to the Prospector or the Pashalik Mons ability and have 2 tokens hanging around. Are they dead? One, two, three, 4. Look at this. Now this is really hard, because I want the trigger from the Lackey. I mean, I want the Grenzo trigger from the Lackey. I want Prospector in play so you can sacrifice stuff to do damage to them, because they're going to be a precarious left total. I want to kill the Strix before I attack, so I get 3 triggers. I think I go for the sacrifice Prospector. And unfortunately lose that mana. Yeah. Because now I have 3 shots of hitting like a discard spell. Or milling something important from the top of your deck. Thunder. Land. Just a Thunder is disappointing. Prospector would be... actually this was a mistake. Because if I save the Prospector, they go to 8. Oh well. It is done. I think this is a shuffle. Even though like it's Sling is lethal next turn. Okay, so what I was thinking is I sack the Lackey to kill that. They take 4 instead of 5, go to 8. And if they cast Doomsday, they go to 4. Play 1, 2, 3, sacrifice this for a mana. 4, they go to 3. Yeah, they're not dead. Okay. So they do have tricks, but I don't think I want more removal than this to it. And the Fire Blasts. Blood Moons would have been good top deck, but then again, every Goblin would be good top deck there. Sorry. So I'm gonna leave it as it is. Or Wastelands or Ports. A lot of good top decks. This doesn't do much, mostly because Surgical is not really, actually, really good in this matchup. Okay, I'll just top deck some good stuff. They went to 6 cards. So there's good stuff I was talking about. This probably means that this blast is just never being used. This is a bit awkward, because I want to port next turn, and I want to be able to blast if they have a Strix as well. If they have the Strix's sorcerer speed is not a cold tool. Grenzo showed me that they keep days even on the draw. So that's something I can be aware of. So I can kill the Strix or I can port. Or I can cast the Mountain. I think I actually like that. I cast the Mountain and keep Red Elemental Blast up past the turn. If they don't kill me and don't play discard spells, I know it's a lot, I can blast the Strix, cast Matron, get a Muxus. Okay. Okay, so now I can screw up their pile and maybe get rid of enough blue sources so they cannot win. Let's see what they do. Let's see if this is a positive turn pile or not. First game they haven't used Cavern in the pile as well, so maybe like this Red Elemental Blast gets them because they're thinking, oh, if he had Blast, he would have blasted the streaks or something, which is not totally unreasonable. Really intense 2 first matches. I hate how Trap is just like not great in this matchup. And I hate that this is not sorted. Because what's their pile? They have Peto, LED, or it's in their hand. There are 9 cards, I don't know. And they're Peto, LED. Discard spell, most likely. They put a Cavern in. Oh, they have 1, 2, 3. They have a Force of Will. So that screws with any plans I have. Those 3, Force of Will. There's a Tassa, of course. There must be like 2 Street Wraiths. And the other card that cantrips. And a Cavern. So I think I blast here. Maybe... I think I have to use the mana either way. I also think they have a Force, so it doesn't matter. Force removing, Ponder. Okay. Oh wow, it's something else against Surgical. Maybe this works. Because I can board them off blue, 1 blue, and cast Lackey. I'm just wondering if I should cast Surgical now or draw a step. Because if they draw something like just Dust's Oracle, then that's... or LED, and they don't have the... Yeah, I think I Surgical now. This doesn't really matter, does it? Doomsday, Doomsday. They have a Doomsday somewhere in their hand. 1, 2, 3 forces. So I can... Ooh. Oh no, 4. Yeah, let's see if this screws up their pile. They disconnected. They don't have days, okay, so that's good as well. Oh, that was a mistake. I regret what I've done now. The best thing to have done was to attack and use that on the Strix, because there's only one Strix removed here, so they may have another one in their hand, which might screw up my plan royally. Oh man, why don't they... God damn. God damn. I hope they only play 2 Strixes. Jesus Christ. Because this was a game-losing mistake now. Okay, they only play 2 Strixes. So maybe like now if they draw, or they like to rest into preordain, they cannot kill me next turn, and then double port can win the game. Okay. Yeah, I should have exiled the Strix though, even though they don't have one. It's like... They don't have any instance that they can cast, so there's not really a lot to think about here. Or ways to use the mana. Also, if this takes them one more turn, Matron can just win the game. If I draw another Goblin with haste or something I can cast, because they're going to go to 7 in my turn. And then I could like Matron for Sling. that's 5, so I need 2 more damage. And that would be Grenzo. Pashalik Mons can do it. No, because I cannot cast it. No, yeah, it has. Oh no. Okay, so forget about it. I cannot do it unless they use that Street Wraith. Yeah, the only thing I have to avoid is this turn. LED, Psycho into Oracle. Yeah. Yes! Yes! So Matron for Sling is lethal, right? They go to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, yeah. Woo! Beating Doomsday. It's the second game that I win by surgicling something. And that screws their pile. Right. Good start. Not 2-0. No appearances for Settler or Kiki-Jiki. But we'll see what happens. 3 more. 3 more. Alright, it's a hand. Just need some gas. And for them not to kill me, turn 2 or 3. Everyone keeps. Oh, lovely. Okay, I've seen this before. Just get the whole volume down. Okay, I'm throwing this vial out there. For them to do whatever they want. Okay. Because I think it's the quickest way of killing that Delver. Now they get the days. So I can Mogg War Marshal next turn, and then Gempalm it. I think that's what I want to do. I can waste them and use Vial for everything. I think I'm better off filing so I play around the days this turn. Because I was thinking I can wait and play a Lackey and lose it to days. They'd go to 0 lands, which is really cool. But they work really well with just 1 land, so... Oh, Grixis. Okay, that changes everything now. Please don't discard me. If they hem, I'm not gonna violate this Lackey, because I'd rather keep the Gempalm. Okay, this screams Kolaghan's Command. Okay, it doesn't anymore. Doesn't scream anything. Because I was thinking if it was, I may just pass the turn. 2 blue, 3 blue, true name. Okay. True name is annoying, but still at an okay life total. Just mean that this Lackey is not connecting. I have to think about what to do with this Wasteland now. Yes, this is a no. So many things happening in my upkeep. Got another token. And a draw card. Ringleaders. Great. I think my Vial is going to survive, hopefully. They fetch double black. Which is really scary. I still think I destroyed one of those. The 100... Let's start here. It's going to be like Kolaghan's Command or something like that. I don't know if I like this decision or not. Don't know how much it matters as well. Discard spell next turn would be terrible for me, which was a consideration for not wastelanding, because I could play the Ringleader 1 turn earlier. Cards in the bottom. They missed the land drop is great. I think I'm gonna attack with all of them. It's terrible against Fatal Push, but they play more boats than pushes. They must have like 1 or 2 boats. 1 or 2 pushes, I mean. Oh, they have it. Okay. Okay, they took some damage, and this Piledriver's gonna come in for a chunk next turn, if everything stays the same. Forest of Negation. If they daze, I was not going to pay for it. So that was good news. I think I go for Badlands in case I get... yeah. Maybe I shouldn't have attacked. They chose not to shuffle, they got a red source. They cannot get a Culligan's Command. Maybe they have a discard spell. That would be so frustrating. Oh, it's an Angler. Okay, cool. Okay. Can beat Angler. Especially if they attack. Yep. They can have another removal for that, but... if I get a removal spell out of this Ringleader... Yep, I did. So I can kill Angler in response to a removal spell from them. Yeah, I think this game's over. Especially if this gives me more cards. Or card. Now I do anticipate a removal spell. So I think I attack first. Because if I cast Expert, it just kill Piledriver and I got nothing. That sucks. Am I okay with the trade here? Shit. Oh! Okay, this is scary, because I go to 5, 6, 7, 8. I go to 2. Their turn. I think I got it now. I don't know if it's correct or not. It's bad against the second push, and then they have like top deck something. Top deck boat. Okay. They can have engineer, but I can still attack for relief if they have engineer. But I think they have a lightning bolt. From the way they played. And they drew upon there. Maybe they felt they had another Gempalm instead of Expert. That mix between Gempalm and Expert has been really good, because I really liked having Gempalm first. Woo! And the Expert now. So I really hate sideboarding against Grixis Delver. I don't think that's even here. Grixis Delver, 2 Pyroblast, Mox's Piledriver. But now these cards actually come out against Delver as well, because so many... So maybe I can keep the Piledrivers. What are the cards I bring in? Pyroblast. Like, Blood Moon is actually really good against them. And Pyrokinesis is distant. So that's the hard part, because the sideboard cards are actually really good. Like, all of these cards are good. I think Pyrokinesis is a bit less to some extent, so let's... If I not bring Pyrokinesis, I can shave a Lackey. Chainwhirler, I don't think that they play with Young Parmancer, not the Grixis lists. Instead of the Lackey, so I'd have more early game interaction. Yeah, and if there is, I can bring it in next turn, next game again. So this way I have various ways of killing Delver. I keep in my Piledrivers because they have true name, and it's decent against Engineer. Maybe one Pyrokinesis is good. I don't like having the Mux as an opening hand, but I think I can keep this. What do I care more about, the Vial or the Lackey? Because the Darkfire, because I think I need to make a play this turn. And I'm not wasting. I think not. Yeah, that Wasteland is never being used. I'm gonna do Vial. Alright, because they have ways of destroying it now. They can bring like a Braid or whatever. Attacker. No, the other command. So maybe they don't ace this, and next turn I can play Wasteland and Darkfire that and still be Wasteland impervious for a full turn. Okay. Lackey would be nice now. Pretty sure they take out Force of Negation now. And maybe even have like a Hydroblast, so the Darkfire is going to be fired off in my turn. They shuffled and then did not shuffle. Okay. Okay, so maybe I eventually play this. I eventually waste them, but not this turn, I think still. I mean, let's see what they do. Because they do play True Name. And I can double waste them out of black, hopefully. Don't know if I like this play. I usually think that wastelanding people that kept their ponders is a bit greedy, but I've seen weirder things. Alright. Okay, they do play Pyromancer. I can just kill it though, if I want to, and wasteland them again. I'd rather do it with an expert if I draw one. Not going to complain about the other land, and I think I'm going to wasteland them. And I kill that, yeah. Don't know if this is correct. Because this is a great answer to play Engineer, but going to 5 cards. I assume they have another land. No? Makes me happy. So they kept with the Ponder. Drew the card. Do not shuffle. Was the return free and attacked. drew one card, and played a Paramentor. Now they drew the second card. So they may break again. I'm thinking if I go to Piledriver here, to Lackey, it's terrible if they have a Thoughtseize. So I think I'm going to save my Matron and I'm going to play the Cratermaker just to get some pressure while I can. Yeah. Now is the best answer to, like, Plague Engineer and some of their other cards, but yeah. Okay. Alright, so that's real. Perfect. So Grixis Delver twice and Doomsday. It's been sweet. Okay. Sorry, I'm back. The play, yes, please. Yeah, sure. I'll go basic mountain here, so I can ensure that I can cast turn 2 Grinzo. I would be very disappointed with Force Wasteland. Thoughtseize and Grinzo would be very annoying, but at least I have Wasteland. If that does anything. So this could be Depths. So they definitely take Grinzo. I think our Wasteland, they play Nido main decks as well, if I'm not mistaken. And hindering their mana base can be really good. Also, if it's not Depths, I'd regret not Wastelanding. Also, they can just abrupt decay my Vial. Maybe they're Lend Light also I can draw a port in 2 turns. I got to think ahead for a little bit. There's the Grinzo. For this Depths, it's annoying because Grinzo is actually a really good card in a matchup. Because they have discard spells, and I can get something like a Crop Rotation. That's an Aether Vial. It's a bit laggy. I don't think there's a very good motive for holding up Starfire. Maybe if they Thoughtseize me again, but I'd rather have the Violent Blade than the Starfire in my hand, so unless they play like a Dark Confidant, they go Thoughtseize into Dark Confidant. But I think they play main deck Engineers, but and I know it's not a lot of pressure right now, but those like 1-2 points of damage that this cause may help. No, that doesn't really help. Not now, but it may. Again, they're not gonna engineer this turn. I do think I played the Lucky upside is just too high for Draw Matron. By play, I mean fired it in, but yeah. You know it. Three, 4 elf would be very annoying. Oh, that's what they have. Yeah, 100% all the time. Maybe they Thoughtseize or Duress me, because Depths played Duress. Maybe they Duress me to clean away the space for an Engineer. Maybe they have Decay. Well, Therapy targeting me, yeah. I mean, it's the only card they know. I'm gonna violin this Lackey as well, because why the hell not? If they like randomly name Lackey, I'll be very, very upset. And if they don't, I don't think it'll make the difference. Even if they play they're gonna play the elf. Matron best draw, Expert second best, I think. Spectre, terrible. I don't even think I cast it. Also, they may just guess something else with therapy. Yeah, but that's the Plague Engineer. Oh, Vampire Hex Mage, okay. They can destroy one of my vials, they can flashback therapy if they want. I don't think they'll do any of those. Oh, they have Spirit Simming Guy, okay. Oh! Alright. I did not see that one coming. So it's black green Hogaak. Oh shit, that's gonna be hard to beat now. Unless I draw a Ringleader. Okay. Now I kinda wish I had the Prospector in play. Hopefully it doesn't bite me in the ass too much. Kiki-Jiki. It did. It did really bite me in the ass, because I would be able to Kiki-Jiki my Ringleader, and I would totally do that. But now I can't. I can cast Kiki-Jiki, that just doesn't do anything. Like the one scenario. There are probably more scenarios where casting this Skirk was correct. Oh fuck, of course. One card as well. We've got one card and two 1 cards and 1 0 cards as well, which has been frustrating. And they'll have a 2020 and a crackback. All my opponents are doing this in their turn. I don't get why. I think it's a mistake. Because even if I have a Wasteland, they, like, one, they have the Ghost Quarter right now. And two, that just makes me want to play Sting Scourger more. So, a second Ringleader would give me 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 Goblin again. That I would not be able to cast, and I get 2 Exile again. Correct. And then I have a draw for the turn. Mons. To be honest, I think I would make a copy of Ringleader in my upkeep to see what to do with the vial. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So my second Ringleader, those things. I would draw into a Lackey. I think I still lose though. Okay. So Caracas, Nido, these guys, and kind of like Surgical. I like Surgical even against regular depths. I don't have it here, do I? And I guess even Relics is consideration. So this is what I find really hard to sideboard against, because these cards are good. This Whirler is not. Starfire can kill early creatures if they have it. That's 6. I think Power Driver is very unlikely to connect for a lot. Then on the play, maybe I don't blink these. Like the Piledriver survives Engineer though. I don't know if I like it more than War Marshal. Also don't know if I want all my removal. Sure. I think they're going to discard something, but hopefully Lackeys can connect a couple of turns in a row. Gonna get those mountains out of my deck. I was watching Cody play yesterday. I don't think I Wasteland. Do I attack? Attacking is better if they have a Cabal Therapy in hand and then cannot cast another creature. It is worse if they mill a Cabal Therapy. It also takes out one creature of Damage Blade for Hogaak, even though it fits their graveyard. I think I attack. And see what they get. And then I just can decide if I want to Wasteland or not as well. Nothing. So I don't think I Wasteland now. Because if they want to Hogaak, they need to cast 2 creatures. And so they would not be able to Thoughtseize me. This is terrible against Hexmage and Dark Depths in hand. I should have played the Wasteland. Oh, I thought about playing the Wasteland because of that. Jesus Christ, this was a mistake. And continue to thin my deck. Even though they have that in play. Now, if they don't have Force of Vigor, I think this wins. Are they conceding? Sweet. I should have played Wasteland though, that was a mistake. Now that I've seen even more graveyard stuff, I kind of really want these cards. What do I take out? I do think Lackeys are reliable, but they're early pressure. Those are great. Trashmaster needs to stay. Even though they play this card, I think like taking out Ringleaders might be correct, because gotta be honest, they are terrible now, aren't they? For 25, 6, 7, 8. Oh, 30. 30 is still good. Let me take out one. Warchiefs, I think. Piledriver got even less likely to do something. The amount of blockers they have. And then I'm between Mogg War Marshal or like Warchief. Warchief is just so... I know it makes the decks faster, but it's very slow on its own. And it survives Plague Engineer. I don't know if this is right. I have no idea. I don't remember ever playing against that deck. And I'm bringing in 11 cards, so it's a bit hard. And do I want the Chainwhirler as well? Because it kills their small dudes. I think I do. 25 lands I think is correct. Alright. I have no idea, guys, I'm sorry. $11 cards and 0 of them in here. So that means I have like 11 cards there in the deck that I quite like. I think I'm keeping this. Has mana and things to do. And I just have to hope to not draw more lands and just draw spells. I can either Wasteland or Lackey turn 1. Leaning toward Wastelanding. Might be wrong, but I get so scared of like a turn 2 Dark Depths that maybe this helps. So laggy. Yeah. So lucky, and I can hope that they play X-Mage and have the depths in hand. And I'll be able to kill the X-Mage. I'm hoping that, because that will make my play a good play. Let's see what they have. It's a 1/2. Okay, so I can kill that. Let's see what to do. I can just play Wasteland and pass. That way I wouldn't lose to Black Source and Hex Mage. You can play Port and pass. That way I don't. That way I lose. If I play Wasteland and pass, what else do I do? Then play Wasteland and pass, and then the following turn I can play another land and cycle. So if they don't have a fetch, they wouldn't be able to get Reclaimer to a 3/4. This is so hard. Drawing a Pyrokinesis would have been like amazing. I think I just Wasteland pass. It's too risky. Surge Code would be very good. Okay, if that's the only play, I'm really happy. Because I can Gempalm that. Yes. Let's see what they do. Okay. Sacrifice the Dark Depths, okay. Okay. So I can render them out of mana. Any sideboard cards would be amazing. But now though. I could play Mons and attack. I don't think it's a line I love. Port and hold Wasteland. Can waste and play board. I think I waste and play War Marshal. It gives me more stuff to maybe do eventually. Like if I draw an Expert or a Gempalm. I play board because they may want to Wasteland it. I don't really mind. Maybe I could have held that for Pyrokinesis. If I ever draw it though. You let this die, play the Mons and attack with Lackey. So Safekeeper dies. Yeah. I think I crack a fetch to stop drawing lands. Doesn't really matter, does it? No. a bit happy that this is not Sharpshooter. The game against Doomsday as well. Sharpshooter would have been much worse. I think attacking is correct because it stops them from casting Hogaak. Or maybe it helps if they get to like the threshold scenario. Man, all the games in this league have been amazing. It's really hard. They miss a land is great because I can start attacking with the tokens, and whatever they block is sacrifice, they 1 to them and get 2 more. I could attack with everything, to be honest, because if they block Pashalik Mons, I can sack a token, do 1 to Reclaimer, and then Pashalik Mons does 2, and then it dies and can do 1 more. I think, yeah, I would left with 3 tokens and they were left with no board. I think I like that even more. So if they don't do anything, I'll probably attack with everything. Because they may have like a random Caracas that they can just draw the following turn and ruin this Pashalik Mons for me. I'm gonna start the vent here. I hope it doesn't make a lot of noise. But Jesus Christ, this off in text is amazing. Dragon University, I kinda wanna see that. If it's legacy. Sorry. Oh yeah. They're either thinking very hard or very pissed off. So one of the two. Yeah, I think... Yeah, I don't know if sacrificing the Lackey was the right choice. I think it was. To get Safekeeper out of the way. And now I think if they don't do anything, that I would just attack with all. Because I don't know. I think a situation with me with 4 lands in play and 3 tokens and them with nothing is better than a situation of me with 4 lands, 3 tokens and Mons, and them having a Reclaimer. I don't actually know. It's one of the two. I mean, if they ever do some... I mean, I'm saying this, but I'm at 11 minutes on the clock and there are 14. So I can expect difficult decisions. I would like to draw things that are not lands, though. What did I keep? I kept Lackey, War Marshal, Incinerator, and Mons, right? Those 4 and 3 lands. If so, I've only drew lands. I think I yeah, I think it was 4 lands. Waste, Port, Badlands, Fetch. was 4 lands, so I drew 1 Goblin. And 4 lands so far. 5 because I cycled the Gempalm. It's taking a while. I'm gonna have a week before I do anything. Alright. Alright. So this worked. I was gonna draw more lands. Yeah, alright, for 1. Whew. For all, I mean. See what the final boss is. Just shorten this the way I can. No idea about that sideboard, but I don't think it really mattered. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards I brought in. Didn't see any. Oh, Trashmaster and Relics wouldn't have been great. Nito and Caracas, maybe. Still haven't got to use these 2 once. The one time that Kiki showed up, I didn't cast the Prospector, so I couldn't cast him. So it didn't matter, but I remade the decisions, and it wouldn't have mattered either way. It's hard to kill a Hogaak and a 2020. One more. So it's Doomsday. Grixis Delver twice. And Blackring Hogaak Depths, if that deck has a name. I don't know it. Alright, we're in the end game now. We're on the play against Arkan. That's a no-no. Don't know what they're playing. But they might be streaming as well, so that would be funny for you guys. Gonna go with Port. I don't know if I should have gone for Wasteland. Wasteland is better if they counted this. Oh, okay, so it's a Dredge. Oh, I have Prospector in hand, which is amazing. That Dredge was terrible for them. Lackey's also good. I am so laggy. I should have restarted this before the game. Targeting me. I don't think I should have done anything, to be honest. Because why people name Muxes, I don't get. It's like there aren't many in these decks. Maybe they don't know it. Here you destroy the Mana Confluence and keep tapping the City of Brass because it deals damage to them when they taps, not when it taps red mana. Which is the funniest thing. I think I just Vial in this and just to increase my clock. So I hit for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Drop Lackey. Board, City of Brass. That's 6. And then the following turn I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They go to 3. I don't think it makes a difference though. Yeah, so I'm gonna leave it in my hand. Jesus, my computer is just dying. Okay, Dredge is the final boss. You have some hate against it. Should be okay. Especially if we won game 1. If we win game 1. Keeping the expert is also good to like kill a blocker if they play another land and play something. The 2 mana 1/1 Dredger. I think I would kill it. It's not even that hot, the PC. Oh, my laptop. Just really laggy. Alright, that's game 1. Ooh. Okay. So relics. I'm gonna take out Vials. I'm gonna bring Gorakas because some list play with Hogaak. So that's a card. This can get their blue spells if they play any. I don't know if I want that. I like these cards, these cards, these cards for sure. Let's see, sideboard for Dredge. I have not done it. No, after the league I need to do it for Dredge and that other deck I played. If you guys come out, you can come out. You can come out. Like Whirler, Grenzo is funny, sometimes it can help deck them. Introvert. Good. I don't think I need all the Gempalm's experts, a little bit better in a way because it can kill itself. Kiki sounds good with expert and Chainwhirler and making more fodder for Prospector. So I got the E7 for sure. Now one needle for Putridink. I don't think I do. I want a Trashmaster instead of a Ringleader. Because it increases the clock more. Maybe give me a sack outlet. Do I want the Pyroblast? I don't think I do. Not on the draw at least. I think this is okay. Yeah, the Trashmaster just increases the clock way more than a Ringleader. This is a game where Kiki-Jiki might be good if it shows up, and might be terrible that it's a 5-drop. But then again, I do keep the 2 Muxus, because I plan on creating a board or connecting with Lackey because of Pyrokinesis. It's a no-no again, even though it has a few of the best cards in the matchup. That's an also no-no, because it has loads of the worst cards in the matchup. I think turn 2 Relic might be a bit too slow. And then turn 3, I have 2 draw steps to get a right source. Yeah. Yeah, keep this. I'm gonna bin the expert. Oh shit, it's 2. I can bin a land. Like, it's not like it's a red land. And I'm gonna have to keep one mana open always. Trap was a card I considered as well. But I don't. Oh my. It's gonna be brutal. Like, imagine I just trap this. Oh, there's a looting. Anaconeba. So I could see myself bringing trap, maybe over to Starfire. But it's not looking great. Another Anaconeba. So they're gonna have zombies and Hogaaks. Okay, so that's a loss. I don't think traps is correct. I could have taken them. Because they play Breakthrough and Careful Study. So Pyroblast might be good. And then I don't actually think that this is good, and I don't actually think... What else? Don't actually think I need to jump on. They could have done that without the blue card, so maybe Trap is better, but if they get a slower hand, maybe this is better. So I'm keeping this, and I'm binning the Chainwhirler. They start with 7. So I think I pass with the Pyroblast up in case they do something like that, and because I don't. Yeah. Okay. It was a waste of a turn. Maybe I should have taken the risk. But I would have played the Lackey, and I don't think I would have tagged him to death. Next turn I can play Lackey. I think I do this, they discard another card, which is completely fine, and I think I let them dredge. And then only blow Relic if this is really bad. Golgari Grave Troll. And Golgari Thug. Now it's bad. It would look bad if they have a Faithless Looting. Looting. If they just have a Study or a Breakthrough, I'd counter it. But they have a Dredger in their hand. I don't know. I don't actually know how to play this exactly, so bear with me. If they don't do anything, I don't think I do anything letting Dredge 6. And I can play the Lackey, and then I can either hold Relic Activation or Parablast. Really wonder if they're playing online now. They're streaming. Because Arcana think streams and plays a lot. Getting some more Grave Hate would be really nice. More land as well, I think. Okay, so I can Power Blast and hold up Relic. I think I let them dredge 6. Like if they're not playing like Faithless Living or something, they're not turbo dredging. I think it's fine. Grid. Does that change anything? It sucks if they get a bridge now. They may discard a bridge. I may use the relics in their attack step or something. So I think it's fine. If they get a bridge. Lead, Golgari Fog, Lead, Golgari Tug, Crow, and City of Rust. That was a bad one. Amazing. I should worry about dying eventually, but I don't think it's the time yet. I don't want to pop the relic because I want my Lackey to connect. There's that as well. I think they're gonna do something, try to make me pop the relic though, because they have an attack with Butcher Dimp. And that would mean that they expect to block, and for that, the graveyard needs to have less cards. Yeah, so if I pop the relic now, they don't get a 2/2, I think. They have 2 dredgers in hand, plus 2 I know. I think I do. Because after they start getting creatures, I have no way of getting rid of it. And then Lucky can attack, they block. If they have another bridge, which sucks. So I'll leave this resolve. I'll let this resolve so the trigger is on there. Now blow this. If I draw more hate, that would be great. Oh, alright, that is more hate. You know what? I think I play Warchief and attack with both. I have to start attacking. They have another Dredge. That's unfortunate. But I think that they're gonna want to block over here. I kind of want to tap that as well, but I think Warchief in play is just good. It's annoying to know they have two dredgers, but what can you do? And I don't know exactly what to do as well. Well, we'll see what happens. I don't think attacking is correct. Even I discard the dredgers and the bridges. I may, yeah. I would take all the bridges. Maybe just playing Grimzo would be better. And then I could port, so they do no faithless looping shenanigans. But they might not have it, and those are the same odds as them having either one of the two missing careful studies or the breakthroughs. I did not think this league would last this long. Jesus, I am hungry. So they discard the imp as well? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now I could search protocol card, create draw. So they have one ant in the graveyard. And that's it. I don't think that's the right play. Therapy, Icarid, Gokari, Thug, Bridge. Okay. So I could get rid of this Butcher Imp, but I think that's bad. I think I'm gonna have to get rid of bridges and just kill them faster. Yeah. I think I've got this. Library has the Hogaak and some stuff. All the bridges removed. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes. So the library has just Hogaak and nothing else basically. And Grenzo is hilarious here because it milfs them. Okay. I think that's all she wrote. Oh no, they can still like Icarid me to death, right? One Icarid. One Icarid. It's one removed. And they had another one or two in the library. I could have sniffed it. Yeah, with one Icarid they cannot race. So I can miss here, go to 4, go to 12, mill 2, bottom off, we go to 11. Yeah, it's a free turn clock. And if they dredge, they die even faster. I think he's trying to figure out like what I could have that I haven't cast. Drawing that search go was detrimental. Like I was going to lose this 100%. So I don't know if there was any other plays I could have done and try to prevent that. Maybe I could slow roll the relic for a turn longer. Matron, yeah. I can play an Archimeba. I mean, it is a blocker. They're not doing anything with their mana, are they? It's also a attacker for a turn, and I can Pyroblast it. Doesn't change the clock, and they're not gonna use their land. And as a creature, Grixis counters all creatures as well, so that's important. Can be important, I don't know, maybe it's not. This is game 3, round 5. I won game 2, Hogaak Depths, game 1. As they kept a hand with no dredgers, they looted twice and found nothing. And Lackey and Prospector and Warchief were enough to pressure and stave away bridges. Game 2, they turn 1 me. It's game 3, I was very... I don't remember if I mulliganed, but I have a relic. And then I drew the Search Go in the detrimental turn. Nice surgical there. His bridges. There's one Icarid removed from the game, and I think 2 in their library. Just removed Hogaak. No, it doesn't. The only way they can kill me is with the Icarids. And there's only one in the graveyard right now. They have 12 life. No more bridges. And they have 9 cards in their deck. And Gradenzo mills their deck as well whenever it hits. So that might even kill them faster than damage. They only have 2 black creatures as well. I didn't even count that. Yeah, that is true. Now they have more. Mana Confluence, Lotus Petal, Cabal Therapy, and go back to withdrawal. So I milled them for 3 here. They go to 1 card. They draw it and die. Second one in a row. Okay. Thank you. Where did you come from here? Is the Goblin Discord? Because the only place I post that I'm playing right now. I think from next week I'm gonna start advertising a bit more, Twitter and Facebook and all, but wanna play the challenge tomorrow. Oh fuck yeah. This is amazing. Really lucky there, game 3 and 1. I mean, there's always being lucky and being unlucky, it's part of the game. Yeah, I'm trying this list for Settler and Kiki because of make his basically. Last league they were good in 2 games and they were clunky in another one, and in this one they just never showed up. They got started out against Delvers, Settlers they lean against Depths, but never showed up, and neither of them showed up against Doomsday or Dredge. I mean, I haven't yet. I'm sure I will eventually. But I really don't. What I don't like about Trashmaster is how bad it is against Delver strategies, and how below average it is against control decks. Even if they play Plague Engineer main, I'd rather have the Settler. And Settler is bad against Delver, yes, but it's better, I think, because destroying a land can be good, and with the 4 Wasteland 4 ports it can matter, whereas Trashmaster it hardly matters. If it had 1 more toughness, like, it would be something different, because it wouldn't die to bolt, but as it stands, I'm sure I'm gonna miss it, and that I'm gonna miss the second Sling-Gang as well. But so far, it's been performing well. Trashmaster, of course, in the sideboard, because it is amazing. It comes in against many things. Yeah, second Sling just came out because I was playing with Mickey's list. I mean, I had the 61 card as Pashalik Mons, like to see what I like more. But I explained at the beginning of the stream, like I think this is too top heavy. But since I want to try the Settler and the Kiki, I'm not going low for Ringleaders. I could cut a Muxus, but then I would have to have both Muxus and Trashmaster in the sideboard, which I don't know if I'm the hugest fan. To Pashalik choose Sling. That is fun. I used to play with... I played a few lists with loads of them. Like... weird lists. Yeah, Pashalik Mons and Sling games, like such good combinations. Look at these things. But I don't necessarily think you want more than one Mons. It's a bit clunky. I don't know. I do think I'd much prefer it to a sharpshooter. But I don't know what to do for the second Sling. I think it's the only thing I miss in this list right now is the second Sling-Gang. And maybe another 2-drop. You see, I don't... I think it gets a bit clunky against Delver. Because against Delver, you can have a plan of like cutting a bit of the top end. And then depends on what you want to do in here. And bring in, depending on the version, like if it's blue-red, if it's Grixis, if it's Canadian, you have these cards that are good against Delver. And if it's Canadian, also relics. And if I want to take more things out, I kind of want to take out things that cost 3 or less. So I would even be more inclined of like taking out a Mons. But yeah, I don't know. I just never thought about playing with 2 in this classic kind of list, and I don't think I will. So that's my reasoning for it. It would make, like, it's good against, maybe good against those decks, but I would cut that because, yeah, I would like my one-offs better. And then if you trim like on a Ringleader or like a Warchief, it decreases consistency. I think you lose few advantage of attack, and with the removal configuration that it is right now, with 1 Starfire, 2 Expert, 2 Gempalms, 2 Cratermaker, and then you have Pashalik Mons and Chainwhirler, and then the 2 Pyrokinesis in the sideboard. I think we have enough removal for cards like Engineer or whatnot. Yeah, 1 Mogg War Marshal, it's what's making me cry at night as well, but we went from 3 when I started playing with Muxus to 2 when Plague Engineer became more prevalent, and now to 1. This was after you guys posted his as well. It's mainly to hedge against Plague Engineer because it's the most played creature in the format. I have so many games where you just get hit by a whole bunch of engineers like this. and it's like so it's a hedge against engineer. I do like the card a lot. Also, I don't think you can go lower than 2 Cratermakers. Piledriver has been consistently very good. I would like to feed a third one. I would like to have a third Piledriver more than I would like to have a second Mogg War Marshal. Grenzo has been outperforming for me as a good 2-drop, as a card that, well, helps me with Dredge, as you've seen. Helped me against Doomsday. It didn't do anything this league. It did give me a Ponder that I shuffled with and found me a Mindbreak Trap against Doomsday, but they were dead. I mean, in that triple engineer scenario, you can have Pyrokinesis, or you can Chainwhirler and then cast Pashalik Mons, so that would kill 1 engineer, but then I have no idea how you kill a second one. I'm not missing Hogaak's main, no. Of course it's good versus Depths or Show and Tell, it's just unreliable against those. That game that I showed actually with the Caracas was I just bounced Martyr Lage and then got triple engineered afterwards. But oh yeah, there's Starfire as well. I forgot about that. But no, I don't. Even with Uro being very much played as well, and Mono Blue Echoes of Eons, it's a really good deck that plays basically only legends as well. To deal with all that, I'm trying to say 4 wastes and 4 ports have been really good. 4 ports have been really good. So I cannot see curting a port for a Caracas. I don't want to play 25 lands. And main deck, sometimes I play it after sideboard. And I don't want to cut any other red source. Because I think, I already think that 16, it's 1-2 less than I would like to play. I would love to have a 17th red source. It's what I was doing before, I think. No, that wasn't. Lies, precious, lies. Yeah. But I like 17 red sources more than 16. But it's fine, 16 is fine. And yeah, Starfire main has been actually quite good, because it makes creature matchups a bit better, it makes Plague Engineer matches a bit better. I can go to face if need be. I've got that a couple of times. Do I have them around? Oh yeah, that lethal Starfire, and this was against like control lands, Euro control lands, and then I have another one that I got lethal Starfire against Eldrazi. But yeah, 1 mana is like what you can ask for. But yeah, I just want the second Sling main, so I'm going to maybe play 1 more league before the challenge this evening. I'll play this evening 1 more league before the challenge to see if I can go 15-0 with this. And then see if I want to make any changes, because I like how it is. I just miss the Sling. I like the sideboard, so yeah. But yeah, that is about it. Thanks for watching and following. If you bring in the second Sling, what would be cut? Yeah, I think it will be the Muxus or either Kiki or Settler if they're not good enough to be in the deck. But that's it. and the second Muxus would have to go to the sideboard, which would create another problem. Because Eli's and my list that we were playing before was basically cut these 2 cards and you have the Trashmaster here and the second Sling. And then change the Tarfire for a Piledriver, and that's it. That's the list we've been playing before. But yeah, I don't know. We'll keep on trying. But yeah, thanks a lot. I'm not gonna stream the challenge, and I'm not gonna stream tonight, I think. So maybe we catch up Monday. Alright? See you then.